You didn't plan to be alone. It just happened. People drifted. Connections changed. Some left. Some couldn't meet you where you are anymore. And now there's space. Quiet space. And you keep asking yourself, why are you here? Why it feels like everyone else found their place while you're standing alone. But maybe you're alone for a reason. We're taught to see loneliness as failure. Like if we were more interesting, more lovable, more successful, someone would be here. But being alone doesn't mean you weren't chosen. Sometimes it means you stop choosing what hurt you. Sometimes solitude arrives when you outgrow dynamics that keep you small. That's not rejection, that's alignment changing. Being alone creates space. Space to hear yourself, space to notice patterns, space to feel things you used to distract yourself from. When people are around, it's easy to avoid yourself. Alone, there's nowhere to hide. And that's uncomfortable, but it's also honest. When you're alone, you start noticing what's actually yours. Your opinions, your boundaries, your desires. Not what you're adopted to fit in. Not what you're tolerated to be loved. Solitude strips things down. It asks, who are you when no one is watching? Not everyone can meet you in growth. Some people only know how to connect through old versions of you. And when you change, when you slow down, set boundaries, or ask for more, those connections fade. Not because you're difficult, but because the dynamic no longer works. Loneliness is often the price of self-respect. Healing rarely happens in crowds. It happens in quiet moments, in reflection, in uncomfortable truths. When you're alone, you're forced to face what you've been carrying. Grief you postponed, anger that you softened, needs that you ignored. Solitude doesn't cause pain, it reveals it. This time, alone isn't empty. You're learning how to sit with yourself without numbing, without escaping, without needing validation. That's a relationship most people would never build. And it changes how you connect later, because you no longer need others to complete you. You're not being punished with solitude. You're being recalibrated. This is a pause between chapters, a clearing, a reset. It's uncomfortable because transitions always are, but they're also where direction forms. This isn't permanent. Solitude comes in seasons, and this season is preparing you for deeper, healthier connections later. Connections built on honesty, not fear of being alone. The people meant to meet you next will recognize this version of you. Listen to what the quiet is teaching you, what you need, what you won't accept again, what kind of energy you want around you. These lessons don't come when everything is loud. They come now. You're alone for a reason, not because something is wrong with you, not because you failed, not because you're unlovable, but because this season is shaping you. Trust the quiet. It won't last forever, but what it gives you will last forever.